We are planning ahead today. Not gonna run out of gas on this vlog. Whew. Guys like it? Every time, I swear, if I don't start my bike at the beginning of a video where I ride, you guys let me know. Let's do this. Take a look at what's ahead. It is the perfect weather out today. If I'm being absolutely picky, I would like it. Ooh, I like that. I like that. I've been thinking about getting a newer 4Runner in white. Oh man. If you guys have been watching for a long time, way back at one of the Dallas meetups, it was one of the spring break meetups, I think. I want to say 2017, that's what I'm going to guess. I raced another guy on his Grom. He had a lowered stretch Grom. I raced him on my Ruckus. It was a friend of mine named Raul. Sad to say, his Grom was eventually stolen. But he's got a really awesome 4Runner that he's been working on. That thing has gotten me into 4Runners. It looks so nice. I loved my Jeep, and I really want a Gladiator, and a truck would be much more useful for me. But I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't leaning towards getting a 4Runner right now. I just want something that's a little bit nicer as a daily than a Jeep. Oh, it's nice. But yeah, if I'm being absolutely picky, I start talking and then I do that and I just can't continue. If I'm being absolutely picky, I'd like it 5 degrees warmer and no wind. But you know what? I'm not complaining. I'm riding right now, and I know a lot of you guys are not able to ride because it's too cold. It's snow on the ground. It's icy. Here, it's 60 degrees, relatively clear skies, dry roads. I can't complain. I just can't. By the way, if you didn't know, I am giving away my MT-09. I've got a lot of parts on the way. Big plans. I know I had a lot of big plans to begin with. I decided that I'm going to be giving away the bike. Every $5 spent at Motonosity.com gets you one entry into... Whoop! No! Oh, dang it. God dang it. That was embarrassing. I'm just going to lane split, get in front of you, and then I'm going to stall my bike. I don't take full responsibility. This thing does... Neutral is weird. Of course, that time I didn't want to be in neutral, and I was able to find neutral. Whatever. You know what? I'm just going to let it go. And I'm going to drop a gear. You know what? I'm going to drop 2 gears. You know what? I'm going to drop 3 gears. Good thing he already stopped someone. Alright, we're just going to chill out and I'm actually going to talk. But yeah, every $5 spent gets you an entry into winning, and I got a lot of good stuff planned for the bike. You know, right now we just have the ECU flash, the air mods, the full exhaust system, but I decided, you know what? I want to give this bike away. That was my original plan, and I want one of you guys to be able to have this bike. But today I wanted to talk about these bikes, because of course when I originally talked about getting rid of some of my bikes, the MT-09, the Ruckus, and the CRF450, I was saying that I wanted to do something bigger. I had a lot of other projects that I wanted to do, some personal, some YouTube related, and that was going to help me do it. One of those things I've told you about, the new Motonosity channel. I've been doing a lot of stuff preparing for that, and that's going to launch any day now. I wanted to launch it on New Year's Day, but I was waiting on some stuff that I didn't have just yet that I needed for the videos, and so I pushed that back a little bit, but hopefully it'll launch within the next week. If you want to follow that channel, subscribe, it'll be down in the description. The other thing is the bike that I'm going to get in 2021, and I have not decided what that bike is going to be, but I wanted to get y'all's input. You know, we've done it big the past few years. 2020, I bought the 2020 Yamaha R1, a bike that I said that I was going to get for, what, 5-6 years now? 2019, we did this bike, 2020 BMW S1000RR. My favorite bike, by far, that I have ever owned. And there's still some more things that I want to do to it. Obviously, we got to get the emblems on the side, but the reason I have not put the emblems on the side is because the main thing we still have to do is a paint job on this thing. And that's not for lack of trying. I've been trying my darndest to find a shop to do a dope paint job for me. And it has been difficult, y'all. Like, I've been reaching out to tons of different places and I just cannot get any reliable responses from people that want to do a paint job on my bike. So now it's been how long since I put all the Illenberger carbon fiber on here? And don't get me wrong, I love how the carbon fiber looks, but my whole vision with doing the carbon fiber was for the end paint job and how the carbon fiber integrates with that design. So it looks a little bit incomplete right now. Like, I've got a white tank and then a carbon fiber bike. I wouldn't say I'm a perfectionist, but I like to do things right, and it bugs me. So I'm trying. I really want to get that full paint job on here so I can enjoy it before I sell the bike. And that's kind of where the 2021 bike comes in. This is easily the most expensive bike that I've ever owned. The MSRP on this is like, what, $23,000, $24,000? Compared to like the Ducatis, that's nothing. And that's one of the bikes that I've been looking at. You know, y'all know that my two dream bikes were always the top of the line BMW, originally the HP4, and then the new 2020 S1000RR, and then the Panigale 1299S Anniversaria. And I'm a huge fan of the V4 platform. I love those bikes and I think they look outstanding. Maybe this year, 2021, finally get a Ducati on the channel. I don't know. But to get something like that, I would absolutely have to sell this bike. I would probably sell both this and the R1. If you haven't noticed, I'm finally trying to turn towards having fewer bikes. I'd like to have one main project bike that we're doing a build on, and then my personal bike. By the way, I gotta emphasize, I'm not selling this bike anytime soon. I'm gonna have to turn down these heated grips. Jesus. This bike is incredible. It would, I wouldn't say break my heart, but it would be a major deal for me to sell this because I love this bike so much. I think that the 2020 S1000 platform is the best bike that you can buy right now. But the building process is as much of the enjoyment for me as actually riding the bike. I love taking something that's bone stock and just making my vision a reality with how I think that bike should be in the end. So we got the 2021 Panigale V4 SP coming out. $37,000. It's kind of like a combo V4R, V4S, Super Leggera. You got the upgraded suspension, you got carbon fiber all over, you got riding modes, you got all kinds of jazz. I'm not even gonna like elaborate on it. It is a spectacular bike, and it's like the best bang for the buck Panigale V4 that you can buy. And I say bang for the buck when you're spending $37,000. It's ridiculous, but it's an incredible machine. They're all numbered, but they're not limited in quantity on the bike, so that's the only thing that I'm a little bit like hesitant about, because I think the numbered, like limited quantity Panigale releases are very, very special, but it's not like a deal breaker for me or anything. Of course, you got the M1000RR, and I think that's another very special bike. Cheaper, you know, when you're getting up to that number. How much is a few $1,000s worth? Well, it's worth a few $1,000s. It's literally right there, the price. But that's another very special bike that would be really fun to do. But I mean, I've kind of done it. Pretty much the same platform as the S1000. I don't know if it's really worth it to me. You know, there's always like the Aprilias, but I've just never been a huge fan of the Aprilias. Now, don't get me wrong, I think they're incredible machines. They put out like stupid horsepower numbers, but I'm just not a huge fan of them. I got nothing against them, it's just not my thing. But then, you know, there's the possibility that we do something that's not a sport bike. You know, I've always wanted to get a freaking Goldwing, but I don't know if I could live with myself not having a sport bike. The other thing that kind of touches that is doing something like an H2 SX, the touring version of the H2. But I don't know if there's any sort of refresh or anything on the horizon for that. There may be news about it. I don't know. I haven't looked into it. But I don't know if I would want to do a build on something that's, you know, been around for several years now. That could be a really cool possibility. You know, you're still hanging on to the sport bike side, but you got the touring functionality. I think that could be really cool. So let me know what you guys think. What do you think of those options? Do you think I should join the dark side and get a Ducati? Should I get a different super sport? Should I skip super sports altogether and go a different route? Like I said, one of my favorite parts about getting new motorcycles and having motorcycles is the whole building process. And of course that's, you know, a big part of my channel, and I want it to be something that you guys really enjoy and you're invested in and you like to see. So I don't know, I'm kind of all up in the air. I don't even know if I could get the new V4 SP, but I've never bought a Ducati. I don't know the buying process, I don't know the ordering process, I don't know like what their limits are and how quickly they get them and things like that. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below if there's a different bike that you guys want to see, if you're leaning towards one of the ones that I mentioned. And if you want to have a chance of winning my MT-09, head over to Motonosity.com. Again, every $5 spent gets you an entry into winning the bike. All the details are over there. If you want to follow me across the web, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, at Motonosity, all across the web. You guys have been awesome. I've been Motonosity. Remember, life's better than horsepower. Keep life live. And I'll see you guys in the next one.